Yo, what's the deal? Yeah. Y'all already know what the deal is. Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, man. We doing some more LA Noire, bro. Studio secretary murder. Know what I'm saying? Yo, what's the deal?
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your head, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Fucking right.
Another body, and Deirdre Muller's ring.
We the ones
The
in
Emperor
this
may
bitch.
soon
We
have to
always
come
gonna
to
be
terms
the
with the
ones.
fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Going to the pawn shop first.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge?
Hey, admit,
Give that bum
don't be
money, now
trying to
you guys are
hustle
gonna
the
leave me
police.
short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Herp is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it. Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in.
Negro.
I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them. Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Someone was trying to get her to come home. We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's gonna be difficult, Cole. The Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Alright. Let's see what another bar. All these women was getting picked up in the bar.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
If y'all realize, bro, all these women was getting picked up at a bar, bro.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
They either was at a bar or they people knew them at a bar and shit. Let me make this phone call, then I start talking to the witness.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor, Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thank you. Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against
You
the law.
sick
Shut up.
There's no law
fuck!
You're
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
You sick fuck!
Classic Carmine.
You sick fuck! Did you see him, man? Talking about he was kissing a body.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
You fucking sick fuck, man.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Hey, he's telling the truth. Look at him.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Yeah, right.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
You sick fuck!
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Alright, let's go to this bar right quick.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
They want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. Spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough.
Appreciate it, man.
Stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
You sick
A bunch
fuck.
of these guys. Ask around.
I'm still on this dude kissing dead people.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Last contact. You on that bullshit. Hold on, man. Hold up.
Back here. I've not said my piece yet.
Double time, Rusty.
I'm busy here, Phelps.
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home. Writing.
You was at home writing, huh? Damn, bruh. Let me ask you. Is it that obvious?
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey?
Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Are you bullshitting me?
Do you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
What did you make of McCaffrey?
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
I meant as a suspect, Rusty.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers?
Yeah, she got cleaned up.
Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Hold on, y'all. Know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rock this one.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store, that was never going to work out, was it?
She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
What's good? What's good? Robin, he seemed like a good fella.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
He telling the truth. Look at her. He looking at me straight ahead.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't
doing
mention
good,
it,
Brody.
but she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
You don't like him, do you?
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem.
Good, TT.
Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Hey, cut that shit off. While you at school, y'all, you can always watch me later. You know what I'm saying? Learn. I appreciate the view, though. But cut that shit off. I'm serious.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Yeah, cut that shit off. Real talk, man.
Car 11K, Car 11K, come in. Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central, Code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
The fuck? But still, you on your phone at school. I don't want people coming in here thinking they can talk to me while they at school. Get out. Yeah, get off your phone. Yeah, I'll be here.
Captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
The women don't find you handsome?
That's a guy. I heard he's an honest cop.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same.
Yeah. I don't want y'all kids thinking y'all can talk to me while y'all at school.
Each woman, same
even
brand,
if y'all
same
at lunch.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her
Yeah, pay attention.
dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
I appreciate that.
Sunday I had for now.
But like I say, man, get off your phone. I'm serious. Don't make me have to hide you, then unhide you when you get home. You know?
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Yeah.
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks.
I want to make homicide. You know you've made it if you get that guess.
Yeah, BJ.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
I try to keep these kids on the straight and narrow, real talk.
Depends. What you got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
All right,
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
I try to be, bruh. I try to be. Ain't nobody else gonna be.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Terrible shame.
Like, I don't want
Means there's
these
nobody to let
kids
us
thinking
in.
they can, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I got kids watching. I don't need them thinking it's cool to be on their phone at school, man. It's not cool, bro. That's not cool. I'm not gonna allow that in my
Take a
chat.
smarter man than me to connect that.
I'm not. Yeah, man. Like I'm not going. Hey, I'm not going nowhere. You feel me? I'm not going. No, I'm gonna be here. All right. Let's see. Oh, what we got over here?
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the
What's up,
LAPD,
Jared, man?
Do you know
Bro,
where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor.
I'm just trying to. I'm
Is he
just
in
trying to
trouble?
school
Look,
these
lady, we need
kids.
to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof.
Like,
He
stay
spends his
focused
mornings
on your
up there
work.
when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
Facts, bruh.
He's an honest cop. Now that's an oxymoron for you.
That's one thing I don't play about. I don't play about school, man. Real talk.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
Y'all young kids gotta get y'all education, bruh. Get y'all education, man. But anyway,
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good
I
fight.
appreciate y'all coming by, hanging out, watching me play this game.
Be careful.
It's part 5. Make sure y'all like it up. Make sure y'all subscribing. I gotta turn my subscriber mode on. I forgot about that. Once I catch this thing, I'm gonna turn it on.
Hey, if you get him, give him one for me to catch.
Give it up, LAPD.
Nigga running from me and shit. I'm gonna whoop his ass when I catch him.
Don't make me chase you. McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Alright. We going to the bowling alley.
Hello, Rusty. 2 on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
This is business, Florence. You got a guy who works here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jams, works the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back. He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Oh, he might just made me,
Tiernan!
bruh.
LAPD!
He made me, bruh.
There!
What are you waiting for? Get after him.
Man,
might
you
go
can
faster
always
if we
drive,
weren't carrying
bitch
the
ass
extra
nigga.
weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Pull over,
Steady,
nigga.
and I'll try to bust his tires.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Come on, man.
That is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Hands behind your head!
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name is never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young Phelps.
Hey, you watch your mouth.
Bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
I'm praying that those...
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
You lie! You lied, sir! Cause I found your book in her room.
You'll have to do better than that, Grosvenor. We know about you and Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush, and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me.
Fuck it, man, you stupid ass. I found your book in her room.
We know that you thought enough of her to loan out your copy of the Metaphysics.
I what? I did no such thing. That bitch stole that book from my apartment. The impudent fucking moron.
Ooh,
That made you
ooh.
angry? Angry? I was livid. Looking up at me with that stupid face of hers, begging me to forgive her. Ah. Very good. That's one to you, detective.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm
You
working on a
lied!
manuscript.
You lying again.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
That letter. That torn letter.
You're going to have to do better than
Oh,
that,
man.
detective.
What the fuck?
It's either going to be
Fuck,
you or
man.
Tyrion, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Man, this is bullshit. What's up, Jason? Come on, man.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Bullshit.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
Appreciate it,
I
fam.
barely knew Evelyn.
You lie.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
Hold on.
You don't ask, you never find out.
Hold up, bruh. Cause I don't wanna. I'm just. Alright. I'm gonna see what the community says.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Bro, I got it wrong again. What the fuck, bro? Like,
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
I got three
Jefferson
fucking
looking at
shit
it
wrong, bro.
back
Come
in the
on,
face.
man.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
What's up, Karma? Appreciate you dropping by the channel.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but...
Man, I got
I'm not so sure.
three questions wrong, bro. My stars is going down, bro. Alright, alibi for oh boy.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You're lying, Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left, that was
Bitch,
it!
she went out there and bought you some liquor, you stupid ass.
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. But she would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, McCaffrey was a hero, McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
I'm telling you, it'll never stick, and you'll get roasted.
Alright, one of these niggas going down.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
Uh-oh. Oh, so you getting smart with me, huh?
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence
Yeah, I'm
says
gonna take
that
him
you
down,
killed her.
Karma.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Fucking right. Oh boy in the other room just said that you wanted to kill her, bruh.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
I'm going back and forth with these niggas. One of you niggas going to jail.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
You're going down.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. It changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Man, you beat the woman an inch of her life, bruh.
You're lying.
You
McCaffrey.
just gonna sit here
You
and
have a
think you gonna lie
history
to
of
me.
violence
You don't think you
towards
gonna lie
women.
to
You
me.
turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor
Bitch.
into an assault
Beat a
charge.
bitch with a socket wrench. Dumbass nigga. There you go right here. McCaffrey's criminal record.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge.
Yeah,
Beating some
punk.
poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from
Oh.
my wallet. I could have
Oh.
fought for this country. I
You
could have.
done.
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart
What's
you.
up,
The
Taylor?
ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do?
Sit there and take it?
Everything good.
How is a man
How you
supposed
doing?
to call himself a man? And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book. And she got what was coming to her.
Oh, you going down. I'm about to charge you, boy.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers.
You going down.
She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
You going down, boy.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged a fine catch.
They're gonna take you down.
Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at the prison graveyard.
You gave yourself up, dumbass. Man, 13 out of 15 questions answered, man. This shit wasn't good. McCaffrey can write a tell-all American. Oh, damn, bro. They know they wrong with it. All right, look. Got him. Yeah. He going down. Got him.
The gunny is dead. First platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first and try for the nav?
He going down.
To the left. To the right, he goes right through a pass with 2 navus and enfilade. Mate, we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant, get back off this fucking bridge. They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes.
I'm in charge here, Sergeant.
Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant.
What's your unit, Sergeant?
We don't have time for this, Lieutenant.
What's your unit, Sergeant?
I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river.
My orders are to reconnoiter the...
I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
What a moon.
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead. They've both been rinsed in gasoline like the previous letters, so I can't lift a print.
A quarter moon.
No one else but the killer knew about this message. Another snippet from the Shelley poem. To suffer woes which hope thinks infinite, to forgive wrongs darker than death or night.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell's going on?
If the note is from the Dahlia maniac, he definitely also killed Teresa Terrellson.
Mal and I agree.
But where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Tarrelson murder, not to mention the Muller
Hang
case.
on a moment, Skipper.
Let me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush. The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers will be over for a start, gentlemen.
Looking in wonder.
Ah, fuck it. I knew this run was too good to be true.
I hid myself within a fountain in the public square.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to mean?
It's supposed to... Forget what it's supposed to... What does he want?
Where are you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay. It's some kind of story, right? A guy that God hates, chains him up.
It's an allegory, Rusty.
A what? Story with 2 meanings. A symbolic meaning. But that's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain in a public square? Could it be that easy?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square. Come on, we have a clue. Captain, thanks, Red.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
Alright.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it.
Too bad you want to make homicide.
Can you drive to this one?
All those cases, Rusty. What have I been telling you all along?
We gotta get this guy.
I know. Enough women have died.
Yeah, and it's our asses on the line too, Phelps. You heard what the captain said.